This was a bad idea. Not the compost bin. That's actually working quite well. This latch was a bad idea. So this is a gate latch, and it works pretty well as long as everything stays rigid. The problem is when you tumble this, the compost will hit this door and cause it to flex, and this door will bend and pop out. So I could resolve it with like 2 latches that came in from the side, but on this one you can't because of the ridges that are here, so that's an impossibility. So I decided to try a different kind of latch. Alright, so if you missed the first video that I made when I was building these compost bins, it's a 55-gallon barrel that you can roll. There's some wheels underneath here, so you can roll it and tumble it, and I cut a hole in the side, put a latch on here so that you can fill it. Come on. Right, and it's got just a hinge from a cabinet door that holds it, so you can fill it up. It does have 2 tubes in here for aeration. You can see this one. There's one that's down in the bottom. Okay, so that it helps with tumbling it, so that it helps kind of move stuff around and while you're tumbling it, and it also has holes drilled in it to help with the aeration. So if you want to build one of these, I encourage you to check out the first video. I'll have a link to that at the end. But don't use this latch. So this is called a gate latch, and instead of this gate latch, I bought a trunk latch. So now this is going to have 2 parts, one that screws on here and one that goes below, and then you'll just be able to latch it and click it down, and that should hold it secure. So we're going to try this. So first of all, we need to get the old latch off of here. Alright, so the new trunk latches came with these itty bitty little tiny screws. I'm actually going to try and reuse the screws from the gate latch, and when I go to reuse the gate latch, I'll have to find different screws. So, alright, so I want to put the catch, I think, on this side, and it actually lines up. I believe the holes match up pretty well. I'm just going to reuse those if I can. All right, now, will this match up? Yep, that will be just fine. That's convenient. Now, the only thing that might be an issue is that on the little part, the top of the catch here, is there's a tab, and that might make it a little bit difficult to open and close, but we'll see once we get it on here. Alright, so let's undo this. So first of all, yeah, see, there's a little bit of a catch there, but that should keep it from... There we go. So that's not too bad. Boom. So, and this does have a little bit of a spring to it, so it shouldn't pop open while I am rolling the barrel. So let's see. Alright, that definitely seems to be pretty secure, so I'm pretty happy with that. Let's try opening and closing this again. So. Alright, these seem like they could possibly be... Oh, you know what? There. If I lean here, that makes it easier. That's interesting. So there's a trick to it. Alright, we're just going to leave it like that then. Alright, and then you just squeeze a little bit, boom, and that helps pop it open. and close it. So I want to address this because I know it's going to come up in the comment section. So with this on the barrel and this on the lid, there's a tab here, right? So that comes down and it hits here. So you kind of have to move things around so that it fits in behind. And, you know, that's a little bit cumbersome. It's not bad. And I might trim some of this tab off to make it a little bit easier, but I do want this tab here because that keeps the lid from coming outward. So the, you know, this latch loop here will hold it snug so it can't move away from the barrel. All right. If I switch these around, okay, so that this is on the lid and this is on the barrel, right? So then when the lid comes down, it very cleanly fits over the latch, and I can hook the loop and secure it that way. So the only problem is that this latch can then pull away and open itself. Allow me to demonstrate. So now it does have this little loop here, so you could put a bolt or screw or something, or a lock on there, something to hold that, so that would prevent this from coming up when you don't want it to. Do whichever way works for you. So neither solution is perfect, whether you go this way or this way, but they're still better than the gate latch, so I'm going to go with this for now. All right, so there's a quick video on hopefully a better latch on this compost bin. If this one doesn't work out, I will be sure to make another video, so please stay tuned. So if you got something out of this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to help out this channel, please consider subscribing or becoming a member by clicking the join button below. Thanks for watching. Take care.